So today's test is primarily just to figure out whether or not we'll get better audio. Oh, my nose is dripping now. Whether or not we'll get better audio, or if the preferred method for recording with this camera to make sure you get the best audio is to make sure that you have the microphone side of the camera facing toward you. So in other words, right now the LCD screen is facing us, which means the microphones are facing us, which should pick up the audio much better than if I do this. I'm going to turn the camera over 180 degrees. You can still see us in the picture, and I'm wondering now whether or not the audio is going to be just as good. And I'm wondering if this little device right here is another microphone on the back side. But this is where the microphones are supposed to be, on this side, at least from what I can find online about information about the camera.
And the last time we filmed, the first part, you had the microphone towards us, and you think you may have accidentally flipped it over on the second part.
Yeah, I think I lost track of it. What I was doing was I was holding the camera down toward our feet to get a shot along there. It got tangled up in a little branch or something, and I might have, when I picked the camera back up to go around the branch, I might have twisted the camera, turned the camera over 180 degrees, and then reoriented the microphones away from us. But I'm going to try walking a little bit and just do a quick little video and test out the audio as we're walking, because there is a lot of leaves here. We're going to be stirring them up as we walk and see just how much of that sound gets picked up in the audio.
Instead of our voices.
Well, including our voices.
That's always been so happy.
Okay.
I make jokes.
He makes jokes all the time. The other thing that I learned, and there's nothing wrong with it, but the last time we took a walk in the woods and I was doing recording, I had the selfie stick extended out quite a distance, and I had it above our heads. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, except that if you're walking along and we're talking and you want to do something of a vlog, that shot pretty much is just showing the top of your heads, which doesn't make a lot of sense from the standpoint of trying to get yourself in the shot as you're doing a vlog. But today, Susan and I are actually on a pretty cold day, but we're taking advantage of walking in the woods where it's probably a good 5 or 10 degrees warmer than it is when you're walking on the open road.
Yeah, when we left the house, it was 25 degrees, and with wind chill, I think it was 15.
Which was cold.
Cold. Back here? No, I can't even take my clothes off.
I know, I was just saying the same thing. We're following what is called the White Trail, and it looks like we've almost come into a dead end, because that's the last mark I see right there. That's the White Trail. But I don't see where it goes. I don't see where it goes from here. Oh, there it is over there. Okay, so let's just straight down this hill. So we discovered this quite by accident. We were looking at pictures that people had posted on Strava, and some guy had a signpost that was indicating the Guilford Trails, and we were thinking, well, where the hell is that? And as it turns out, it's right here, literally in our backyard.
Yeah, it's half a mile from home.
Half a mile from home, and the only caveat to getting in here is that the trailhead is located on a right-of-way between two houses. So when you walk down the street, you have to first of all look for the sign that gives you direction to where the trailhead is, and then secondly, when you get to that sign, it really is a little disconcerting because you're literally walking through somebody's yard to get to the trailhead. And Susan and I are both the kind of people who really respect privacy. We were thinking, gee, is this the right thing to do, is to walk on these people's property to get to the trailhead? But apparently that's what you do.